This is Joy from the Rev Femme Rebellion, and you won't be seeing the sunrise because it is 4 in the morning, and this video will be short because my 20-minute video took me about 12 hours to upload on this not so amazing mountain Wi-Fi, but I do love living here. I can't imagine a more peaceful place to try to settle down and recover after more than half a year on the road. Looking back, it is this huge blur of like survival and sisterhood and activism. But this mountain is so still. The air is so clean. I mean, I lived in Baltimore for 5 or 6 years, so it's a very welcome change, and it's so quiet. I grew up on a main street where there was always road noise. Baltimore, there was always background noise. And this is the first time in my life where I can sleep without background noise. That the silence is welcome instead of anxiety inducing. My short from today is in the pool at the recreation center here, and I love it's so small town that it's a recreation center, and it is, but it's tiny, but it's tiny and it's perfect. There's this little pool. It's maybe big enough for 3 to 5 lengths depending on your height, but it's just big enough to get in and do some laps if you need to stretch out after a workout. The gym equipment looks like it's from the 90s and it's rusted, but it works. And they even have a little hot tub. I was amazed. There's a sauna that's not working. I wonder if I could campaign to get that fixed. But I mean, it's great. And just trying to get back into a self-care routine of waking up early, doing self-care, working out, eating regularly, sleeping regularly. She says, as she records a video at 4 o'clock in the morning, these are things that get so often misdiagnosed as mental illness. And I mean, to be fair, there could be mental illness for a lot of people, but I've always resented being labeled mentally ill when you're traumatized. I hate, for me personally, the label, the like microscopic label of ADD or ADHD for myself, when the questions on the screening chart are from, I guess, Harvard, if my doctor was being honest or correct, that the questions on that chart pretty much apply to, like, I popped for all of them because I have hyperactivity due to PTSD. So where your brain is running, feels like it's running a million miles per hour, or you're having trouble focusing on what someone is saying if there's a lot of background activity or other things going on. This is a trauma response. And I try to explain that and talk about my experience, and they just want to shove medication at me. I'm sure there are cases where traumatized people need medication, but there are plenty where we don't, and we just need to be listened to. And You know, it's hard to even say validated, because how can someone validate your trauma when they can't possibly imagine what you've been through? But just respected, right? Like, respect my trauma, respect my personal experience, and hear me out. And I think it's, you know, mental illness being romanticized in the media, especially social media, and too many young people clamoring for a label that could negatively affect them later and that they don't need. It kind of, I've known too many of my friends and myself who stopped at the label of, oh, I'm just broken, instead of my body, my brain has responded to trauma that's been inflicted on me in a completely natural, understandable way of staying alive, of learning from your experiences, which is what being a human is. I don't know. I don't want to make this video long, because I can't deal with fighting for another 12 hours, but we're going to figure out where to get better Wi-Fi so I can upload whatever I want. Thanks for listening to my 4 a.m. joy talk on mental illness misdiagnosis, and I will see you later today.